Alright, today we're going to take a look at the equations of lines given a graph. So I want to begin by telling you or showing you how to write an equation from a graph. Then I'll give you some steps for graphing a line, and then we'll finish it off with some examples. So here I'm given a graph, and again, whenever we read something on an XY coordinate plane, we're always reading from left to right. So here, if we read from left to right, we can see that this graph is decreasing. Right, as your x values keep moving to the right, this graph is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Alright, so now we're interested in writing the equation of this graph. So we see that this is a line, so we can mimic it algebraically with the equation y equals mx plus b, so long as we have the slope and the y-intercept. Now, the y-intercept is pretty easy to get. You basically look at your y-axis, and then you see where the line touches this y-axis, and then right here you can see that it touches right there. So here we're gonna say that it looks like it's gonna be 2 here. We can say that b is equal to 2. Now we have to find the slope. So to find the slope, my suggestion is to, again, since we're reading it from left to right, find another point that is easy to read on your right direction. So here we see that if we keep going, we see that this point is readable. So let's make a point here. Alright, so now the reason I didn't choose this one is because it doesn't really land on a number. Maybe it's 2.6, 2.7, we don't really know. The same thing here, we don't know what that value is. But here, we know that the value is going to be at 4, -1. So now that we have 2 points here, we're going to get the rise over run. So in this scenario, we're actually falling. We're going to be falling 1, 2, 3 units down, and then we're going to be moving to the right 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the right. So here we said that the slope, or your m, is -3/2. We drop down 1, 2, 3, and we move to the right 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't know why I put 2. It should be 3/4. Alright, so now that we have both pieces of information, we can write the equation of this line. So y equals -3/4 x plus 2. Alright, let's take a look at another example. So now here you can see that, again, we're reading from left to right, and then this time our graph is increasing. So let's find the y-intercept first, since that's pretty easy to obtain. So we look at the y-axis. So let me label it here. Let's look at the y-axis, and let's see where the graph cuts through the y-axis, and we see that it cuts through here at +3. So the b, or my y-intercept, is equal to 3. And now I'm gonna try and get a point that's to the right of the graph. However, here we see that there is no point to the right. There's no readable point, so we're actually gonna have to get one from the left. So let's try and see if we can get a point on the left, and we can see that this point right here is very readable. It's -3, -2. So let's make a point here. And now, again, since we're reading the graph from left to right, we're going to get the slope from left to right. So this time we are rising. So we're going to rise a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the rise is 5. And then the run here is going to be 1, 2, 3. So 5/3. So to write the equation of this line, we're going to get y equals 5/3 x plus 3.